Hey YouTube, this is PokéCastXVll here, and as mentioned in the last video, we're going to be taking a look at various different playable decks in the X and Y format over the next coming weeks. Today we'll be taking a look at Ariados and why players have been giving it a lot of recognition as of late. On further inspection of the card, we can see that Ariados is a stage 1 grass type, has 70 HP, weak to fire, and has just a single retreat cost. It also has an attack called Impound for a grass and a colourless which deals 30 damage and prevents the defending Pokemon from retreating the following turn. On the surface, Ariados looks mediocre at best, however, it does have an interesting ability. Ariados has an ability called Poisonous Nest, which poisons both you and your opponent's active Pokemon. However, this excludes Pokemon that are grass types. If you are playing in a standard format, you won't be able to use Virizion EX to prevent your Pokemon from being poisoned. So what good Pokemon can utilize this ability? Ariados is best played within two different decks, which I'll be touching on separately. The first is with Sceptile EX. Sceptile is mainly used for its second attack, Unseen Claw, in where for a single grass energy and a colourless, if the defending Pokemon has a special condition, it deals 70 more damage. With the Muscle Band, Sceptile is able to hit those big 170 HP EX Pokemon and one-shotting them, and of course has no drawback from the poison as it is a grass type. Another thing I've commonly seen Sceptile paired with is a Batline, in where it helps you hit numbers that alone Sceptile and Ariados wouldn't normally be able to hit. With all that said, here is a skeleton to get you started. This list adds up to 50 cards, giving you plenty of room for innovation. It runs a solid 4 Sceptile line as well as a 3-3 Ariados along with a 4-2 line of Ultra Balls and Level Balls to help you get set up. It also has 2 Shaman for extra consistency, however this can be modified if you prefer to play without them. Other than that, it's a relatively standard list. Other additions you could include, as previously mentioned, are a Batline and also the inclusion of Lugia EX. Finally, you also have the option of running the Mega form of Sceptile, which not only provides you with a healing method, but also an energy acceleration as well. With all that said, let's move on to Ariados' next partner in crime. Also released in Ancient Origins was given to us Machamp EX. Fighting Pokemon received a fair amount of support in Furious Fist, which makes them a lot more viable in the current metagame. Where Machamp best works with Ariados is with its second attack, Crazy Hammer. Crazy Hammer deals 80 damage, and if Machamp is affected by a special condition, it deals 80 more and removes the special condition. So that deals a huge 160 in itself, along with the 10 from Poison. But then you also have the added inclusion of cards such as Fighting Stadium, Strong Energy, and of course Muscle Band. Above all, Machamp has no drawbacks from the poison, as the effect of the attack states that you remove the special condition once attacking. And so like Sceptile, the idea is to simply keep using Poisonous Nest every turn and keep attacking for high amounts of damage. Here is a skeleton of the list if you prefer the Machamp route of the deck. This skeleton adds up to 55 cards and runs a standard 4 Machamp line, along with a few Landorus, as Machamp does require an additional energy, making it slower to power up. Landorus works as a form of energy acceleration within the deck, while Hawlucha is just a great all-round Pokemon to have if you are utilizing fighting Pokemon. Where this deck differs in supporters to Sceptile is that you now have the added inclusion of Korrina, making all of your fighting Pokemon searchable. With all that said, you also have multiple ways of bolstering your fighting Pokemon hitting those big EX numbers. There are plenty of additions you could include, such as bumping up the core consistency of the deck. However, the inclusion that springs to mind most is Focus Sash. If you are worried about one-hit KO decks, like Night March or Vespiquen, Focus Sash helps increase your odds on those matchups, as it prevents your fighting Pokemon from being one-shotted. And so there you pretty much have it, that is Ariados all wrapped up for you. If you would like to see more Pokemon related content, all you have to do is click the annotations at the end of this video, where you'll also find a subscribe button if you would like to subscribe to the channel. Any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Otherwise, thanks very much for watching guys, and I will see you all next time.